Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great start to their day. I realise I haven't been saying that once I've been starting streams. Yeah, how rude of me. Just been jumping in, no consideration for other people. So we're gonna get back on there. Back for more Banishers. We're in the middle of Lammy. It's not Lamentation. Lamentation. He's up to no good in the mill. And we just gone underground. I think we'd found... Is it like the Sorrow statue? Is that what they're called? Either way. Shit's going down. We've got to stop it. Let's jump straight in. Got no plans
these wits
until the evening, so we can get a proper little session going, as opposed to the short streams and VODs we've been having. Right, let me just get into a comfortable spot. Let's get it. Assuming I can find my way down. I'll pass those. Is this the way we came? Don't mind if I do. We can't pass these weeds though. So is that it? Am I unable to... that goes further down. There we go. Let me also make sure I get my controller under my blanket, because it is beyond cold today. It is ridiculous. There we go. Any witchy stuff anywhere? No. Oh. Alright, we know what we're doing with this. This ain't my first rodeo. It'll be the last.
One down. Now the others. Blasted pest.
That's the third. Shit, I don't know where it is. Right. Oh, you cheeky little shit. You're all the way up there.
Time to release these poor souls.
When all this is over, I might retire.
You'd
Yeah.
miss it. You know you would. Here, I found something.
What'd you find? Hello?
Dead animals, again. Different symbols and magic. Seems they were used as bait. Is this how he got through the Sorrow's vigilance?
Yeah, because he said he was trying to trick something to not notice him, so I wonder if he passed himself off as a spirit to go through. Then why?
Shall we?
What's the point? That's what I don't get. Well, we're not going to go in there just yet because we open this little pathway over here. Oh, hello. Sect ritual note, resurrection ritual. First try, pig, success. Did not last more than a few minutes. Second try, chicken, success. Lasted much longer. Was it because of the size? Third try, cow, fail. The carcass was too massive. Why is he messing about with all this? Bloody hell. Hello.
I can't seem to get
it's
a
a
good
web.
grasp on the spectral fabric.
Crazy damage.
Ready and waiting.
Okay, so we can't do that just yet. It's gonna be a nightmare trying to remember where all these pathways are, and we can't go down yet. Better be worth it.
So, here we are.
I suppose now we step into the void.
Suppose we do.
So how did he enter the void? Because we need this to get through. Tell me there was a spell the entire time? Or is he now dead?
Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. Lemmy can't be far.
Something has me. Wards.
Oh, he's put wards down in here. Ooh, we get a skill point. I don't think we can use it on anything though. Not yet, anyway. No.
Wards work well enough. You didn't need to kill so many birds.
Demonologists use necromancy. Maybe he thought he'd bring them back when he was done.
Yeah.
Wards.
It's awfully calm. It's awfully calm.
Yeah, we've got to put a stop to this. He can't be coming in here. Not even we understand what this place is. We're Banishers.
Wards. You're on your own.
Never on my own. kind of thought maybe he's trying to bring somebody back. Maybe,
Spectres. They haven't noticed us. Stay low.
you can't crouch, can you? There's a thing that I want. Level 18s? I'm gonna take level 18s. Holy! Oh, there's not even a thing to pick up. That's my bad. I thought it was one of the dolls. Oh, they're drawn to the things.
Destroy those ghost wards if you want me back.
So what sort of magic is this?
Careful now.
An Ariadne's thread leading through the void. Very useful indeed.
Very useful right until it falls apart. Then you're stuffed like force meat in a turkey.
This is some crazy magic now. So why hasn't he done any of this in New Eden? If it can, you know, lure spectres and things to keep them out of harm's way.
Creepy hideout. The governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
Governor Spawn needs his ass kicking.
This one's different. Looks like it died diseased.
Maybe the living
This place deserves a
isn't
second
supposed to be in here. Hand-drawn map of the Harrows with initials ER. 2 places have been circled: the abandoned mill and God's Acre Cemetery. The veil between Araloo and the Incarnate seems particularly thin in these 2 areas of breach. Maybe it? Obscure demonology writings. Ghostly apparitions can be controlled or at least shepherded with a variety of known rituals. These must be performed with great care, lest control be ceded to potentially catastrophic effect. The words of power differ from 0.1 in intensity, and appropriate protections are not carefully used. The ghost will appear, but will not bend to the demonologist's will.
This is some dark, sideways magic.
Yeah.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Sometimes I worry about you. Ugh. What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void.
Or it may be leaking out. Oh. You little shitbag.
So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk. A Banisher ghost. Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me? Never mind that. Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old in here.
Were you stuck in here?
In the Araloo? Originally, I was searching for the source of the poisoning. I may have overestimated my talents. Still, an amazing place to be stuck in, no? Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill? Did you use a decoy?
We fought it. Don't change the subject.
You fought it? Of course you did. A good thing too. I was starting to think it was wise to me tricks. Oh, but I have so many questions.
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh. Oh. Of course.
Who are you really? That's a strange question.
We must talk of Caleb Watson. Why in the hell would you give him a resurrection ritual?
Ruth's death hit poor Caleb hard. He was alone, and so I would often stop by his workshop. We talked. He took a keen interest in my studies and was a good listener. When he learned that she could possibly return, he had one question. How?
You don't think he's been possessed as well, do you? By, what's his name? Etienne. The person he was working with. Like Caleb's... The spell he gave to Caleb was his way of seeing whether it could work. And then, like, expanding upon it.
You saw his grief as an opportunity to test the effects of the lesser palingenesis.
Yes.
Oh. You know the ritual too? Amazing, isn't it?
I've studied it. The actual ritual, not the mangled version you gave Caleb.
Yes, and I'm sorry. I found it in a copy of De Occulti Philosophia by Cornelius Agrippa von Nettesheim. A remarkable book.
I've met my fair share of illustrious occultists, and none owned an authentic Agrippa. Much is lost in translation or altered in the printing. I doubt your copy is an exception.
Of course! The power is in the words, and mine were wrong, so the power went awry. How very fascinating.
Are you aware of what would happen if people learnt of your studies?
Surely the acquisition of knowledge cannot be a sin.
Do you
Look at where you
remember
are, man.
Deborah?
Yeah.
Miss Comenius. Yes, of course.
She's
I
at the
remember.
root of all this somehow. I
Your
don't-
father tasked us with an investigation. One way or the other, we must return with the mystery solved.
Ah. I think I understand what you're saying. I might be in a tiny little bit of, danger.
I'm going to ask this. It's a strange question.
You see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden rituals. Who are you really?
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact a true pursuer.
That raises more questions than it answers.
Yeah, it really does.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the world or scratch upon its surface? Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning and see where I already stand. Amazing, no?
You're not going any further. You need to pack it in, man. Well, we know who.
You
I should
did
have
not
asked that.
find the void breach beneath the mill by accident. You had help. Who taught you?
I did my research.
Suddenly, you're a man of few words.
Yeah.
I'd rather not involve those not present. Discretion, you understand.
I'm about to Sparta kick you off this ledge.
Your father is convinced a witch poisoned his well. Caleb Watson was cursed by a ritual you gave him. I'd focus if I were you.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of God's work.
Aye. I can imagine your father saying that.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir. Then, of a sudden, the books were forbidden. So I stole them. The very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy. I understand them where he does not. I did no wrong. Apart from a little theft.
Maybe he kept you away for your own benefit.
You've studied demonology. Did you do it alone?
When my father forbade me to continue, I confess I disobeyed him in secret. Those big books were very boring. until they were forbidden.
Yeah, I can
Suddenly
imagine.
I could not get enough of their secret knowledge. Funny, eh? More recently, a good friend of my father showed me that I had only been scratching at the surface.
Who was your father's friend?
An itinerant Frenchman who often visited New Eden in recent years. He called himself a true pursuer. As a thinker, he was prolific and profound. My father was so proud to be included in his discourse. For him, knowledge is the ladder to greatness, and greatness is the prize. To me, knowledge is itself the prize.
A Frenchman. Okay.
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now, at first, I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Araloo taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is everywhere.
By the Araloo, do you mean the Void?
Neither name does it justice. This place is beyond words. The Araloo, Mr. McCraith, is made of the very fabric of our primordial myths. Isn't it amazing?
It's alright.
How can you be sure the Void has tainted the region?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, may reach the frontier and then go beyond. I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Was it the same illness?
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the Araloo. Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. And I believe I have found its source. There is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the true source of the Harrow's poison. It carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a loss of control over my limbs.
You've based all this on a peculiar smell.
Well, not only that, also observation, experience, elimination of other possibilities. As a Banisher, you surely understand that the limits of our perception far exceed the bounds of our normal attention. As a scientist, it's important to look closer, the better to understand what the Araloo is really made of. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the source. The Araloo is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving, changing, reshaping itself. The isthmus, for example. I found an oozing crack in the ground. The terrain then remade itself, and I can get to it no longer.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through and take a look at that source.
Would you? That would be splendid. Would you mind taking notes?
Okay.
Let's go take a closer look at that ooze then.
Maybe it's not as bad as I was
And
thinking.
with that sorrow gone,
He's just...
I can leave. Do be careful. My home is your home. If you need anything, help yourself.
The Araloo is not your home, Lammy. But thank you.
He's just going about it in the wrong way. But he's got good
Pardon my
intentions.
morbid enthusiasm, Mistress Duarte, but could I ask you a few questions?
What do you wish to know?
Do you still need to eat? Do you feel hunger? Sorry, it's just, you're the first ghost I've met, in person, as it were.
I don't eat. Not in the way you do. I feel hunger. Again, not in the way you do.
Fascinating. And can you touch things, smell them? Are colours the same as you remember them?
My senses are different. It's difficult to describe how. I can see, sometimes touch. I cannot smell. Red tells me this is a blessing.
How do you manifest in this plane? Do you feel bound, or are you here by choice?
It feels as if I were clinging to a rope, high above the abyss. Even if I wished to let go, I could not bring myself to do it.
I see. What about your Banisher skills? Can you use them? Do the accoutrements of your craft still work? As
What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void.
Antea, we should get going.
Alright, let's go ooze hunting.
So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
The more powerful the loose cannon, the more dangerous it is.
Yeah.
I can't smell the stench Lammy spoke of, but I feel strange,
Oh,
and I
look at this.
suspect the ooze.
Only one way to find out. Oh, God. I need a wee bit of help here.
Oh, nice. Didn't even think of that.
Well, that was not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
There's a ward somewhere?
Something has me. Wards.
Wants us to help, but he's gone around putting these everywhere.
I don't think so.
Where's the ward?
This isn't over yet. Call on me.
Oozes through the breach, suppurates like a festering wound.
How delightful.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Let's see what lies on the other side. Where are we now?
Underground, looks like.
Wonderful.
Good question, where are we? Oh, we're not actually too far away. The inkwell. Yeah, we're just underneath everything. Oh, of course, because we saw the big chasm and we heard shit going on underneath.
The ooze affects the incarnate too. Who goes there?
What the hell? Who's this?
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. But I don't think we're alone. What might you be then?
What was...
Oh, shite.
Did you just say shite? You?
Tell you what, it's gonna be the spirits of the men and women that the governor accused of being witches, and then wrongfully killed.
It's bigger than I thought it'd be.
Is that a house from the Harrows?
We may be below the well.
No wonder they all got sick.
As above, so below. Using leaping. Yeah. Letter from Amity Gibbs to Antipas and Clemency Gibbs. Dearest parents, Reuben and I are settled here in New Providence. Our home is quaint and quite lovely. You would like it, I think, that perhaps you would argue against the colours of the drapes. We attend the meeting house with rigour. The sermon Sunday last was particularly beautiful, and I'm certain you would have enjoyed it. Men of piety there are yet in New England. The farmer's in some trouble. Something about visiting.
This house belonged to a certain Antipas and Clemency Gibbs.
Cotton Martha's pamphlet, and the woman being antagonised thereat confessed these things to be true, and she and other persons named in this preternatural discourse had a familiarity with the devil. Being asked whether she had made an express covenant with him, she answered she has not, and she only promised to go with him when he called, which accordingly she had sundry times done. They both get burnt at the
Something's
stake or
nearby.
something.
Where is it?
Who's that?
Oh, Jesus. Aralu the Great Below. After all, wasn't Pandora's true name Azandora? Until they seal off the void breach oozing of the gifts of the underworld, they will remain like ants trying to stop a forest fire. are. It's Etienne, isn't it?
Yes. Something's here.
I don't think we need to do anything.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Ah, how do I get there? What's the point of going up there?
I feel something close. Something's concealed.
Gibbs Farm account books. Spring 1695. Exp 198. All repaired, tithe, ale, bread, candles, condiments, sundries. This is a piece of the bait. Tithe taxes.
The Gibbs' land was barren. They were struggling for money.
Look up. The ooze, oozed through the very stone.
And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
Was the Gibbs' house targeted by the ooze?
Obviously. Look around you.
Note to the Gibbs. I thank you for your note. God himself knows times are hard. That you could not honour our last order of grain was understandable. We find ourselves in a similar position, and upon the death of our last cattle, must cancel our next order. Please find enclosed a balance of our account, which we shall consider closed.
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well,
A witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
They were determined to do for her. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart.
Jeez, it goes even deeper than I thought it was. They accused Deborah of being a witch.
I have another insight.
Ooh, but yeah, this all links back to Deborah trying to I don't know, get revenge. He's at the heart of the ooze, right? Something? Yes. The dowser.
Mrs. Gibbs, I presume.
Oh, is there a... Is there a wall somewhere? No, okay.
Want to make you angry.
Why is that a thing? So if Deborah was killed for being a witch, I wonder if Kate, like, supported the claims. That's how she betrayed her.
Impressive.
Oh, how do I get down there?
Another shadow.
What do they want? Red, something is keeping me from manifesting.
In here? Shite.
This is getting dark and twisted, holy.
Wards, you're on your own. Better.
You're welcome.
Now let's inspect the body. I know.
Might not be as easy as that.
Expect not this thing down. Raging Vandal. This gotta be good.
Ask for help if you need it.
Someone didn't want to stay dead.
Clemency Gibbs' diary. Haskell and his town flock are here, fled from their homes. We have room for all in the harrows. There is mould on the wall near the front door. I shall scrape it off. The mould has turned sickly black and oozes between the boards. The crops, such as they were, have failed. The governor and his band of weak-hearted souls have brought the curse with them. May the Lord deliver us. Black stuff is everywhere. Folk sicken, hard of breathing and bleeding from every orifice you'd care to mention. Devil spits and we are flooded with it. I'm minded of 7 years ago when plague last hit. Pray to God to grant me Clemency Gibbs and my loyal and moderately capable husband Antipasta wisdom once again. Once again to out the witch, but she wasn't a witch, man. God will help us because our governor uses magic. Oh, no, sorry, God will not help us. His boy, what's his name, the idiot. He put a pagan totem by the house. I tore it down. Antipas said he saw Haskell throw something into the well, and the earth shook. Oh, what did he throw into the well?
Clemency Gibbs blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden time with the governor.
That's not what the woman they accused was saying.
Yeah.
The Gibbs are not at home to rational explanations.
How the witch hunts were, you could just not like somebody and just say, yep, you're a witch. Nothing they could do about it. People just get crazy.
The greedy shall fall, and their certitudes be smoked when the final judgment comes.
We've got another place over here, though. Over there is the mission.
We need to look for somewhere to cross.
Okay. Tried to explore, but...
See anything?
Either the water table is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
Come
I'm right here, you know. Over there.
Where?
Elusive little buggers. Still impressive.
Nice. That's 10 health, we take it. And one of these as well.
Don't step in that. I mean it.
Find a way around then.
Red, come see this. Beware. Wolves.
Those echoes we're hearing are the shadows speaking.
They always appear near the ooze.
So do the whispers.
But which came first?
That just takes me back down. Where?
The whispers say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
Let me double check something. Am I using the... Did we have something that increased the outburst damage? So we have to defeat an enemy and then use outburst. Okay.
Spectre, going for a meat suit.
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source.
Efficient cannon powder.
We don't have all three yet. Ah, asking you'll receive. How do we get there? How do we get there? I don't see like any path to get there. Oh, is that a wall we can go through? Maybe. Oh, maybe once we've cleared the ooze, we can go there.
Take care. The place is warded. I'm at your side again.
Ah, there we go. Nice.
I know. Something wicked is tied to this.
Unclean spirit, be gone.
Death's Head. The third punch attack reduces manifestation cooldown by 5 seconds. Ooh. You get a lot of wisdom as well, holy. Okay, we'll keep it on the back burner.
This whole country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion?
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off.
Easy. Bloody hell.
Someone came through here, someone real, not just a shadow.
Oh god, yeah. Just recently?
Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
Alright, let's not do this. Yeah?
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Now join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
This is God's land. How could we let a witch come to our community? Instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
They brought more friends.
Who's monsters?
They brought more friends.
Standing by.
Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
Obake liquefy. This is something. The Gibbs were so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's toying with us.
I think they made the ooze. I don't think the ooze made them. We're not finished here.
Oh, I honestly, I'm just not allowed to go through there. Okay.
This is it. This is the source. How do we get to it?
Oh. What is this? Now I can go through?
If we want to stop for a wee minute, this place will do.
I feel like it's giving us a rest site for a reason. Got a cheeky little boss fight coming. I'll save the game. There we go. Okay.
Something tells me this is the condemned well. Do you think you could get that bucket down? A vivid memory from the dead is somewhere near. An echo from the past drifts by.
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stalling.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
How dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
And do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
Yeah, they'll accuse them too. Blackmailed him. A set of Urim and Thummim, tools of divination and cleromancy, all to reveal the will of God.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. But why now?
He's afraid. The Earth took the Gibbs house. Perhaps he thought he was a target too. The Gibbs had a hand in rigging the witch trial, but he was the one who sealed it.
Yeah.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious mob.
Oh, this is getting deep. Holy. Governor Haskell felt compelled to execute a settler suspected of witchcraft. Yeah. Here we go. Bring it on. Is that a feather? What doing there?
Oh, this can't be good.
Ooh. What the fuck? What the hell?
Bring forward the accused.
Who are you?
Confess! Let them speak!
If we speak, shall you listen?
Impudence! Provocation! Read the charges!
Let Rory McRae, you have blood on your hands and weakness in your heart. Guilty!
Sworn to vanquish evil! You conspired with witches!
Sworn to banish all ghosts. Instead, you embrace one.
The charges: cowardice, oath-breaking, deception. The verdict: guilty. The sentence: pain hereafter.
What the hell? Inquitus Port.
I only seek the truth.
Truth is a poison, poison will end you.
Bloody hell. Is that me?
Oh, it's me.
That's a cheap trick. What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it.
Let me end this. The shadow's got its strength back.
Don't let the ooze get back to its shadow. Getting rid of that ooze should weaken the shadows.
Ah, Christ.
Come on, get yourself together. I'm the one who has to fight them. Bloody hell, that stings. I forgave myself.
One down.
You fraud, you cold-hearted deceiver. Rise for the verdict. Alive, you banished parasite ghosts. If dead, you dare linger. Have you no shame? You indulge yourself. I sentence you to anger, to regret, and exterminate.
I never wanted this. I hate the very thing I've become.
Oh, bitch.
Bloody shadow.
She's a beast. Get out of here. That was easy. Get out of here.
Banishers are guilty of poisoning the body politic. You portray yourselves as saviors sent to deliver us. But with your dark hearts, the evil only worsens. Your witches.
We'd like to fight both of them now.
We use rituals to help the living, not curse them.
Yeah.
Magic is only a tool.
This one is mine.
Almost there. No, I don't think we will.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. See you later. I'm sorry. Defeat the infamy.
Judgment. The guilty are known. Now justice is ours.
The words will have cut deep.
Enough. Can we please get out of here?
And it's true, they are both hypocrites. Though we did make some good points, like magic isn't evil, it's about who uses it. And Antea never wanted to, you know, be in the state she's in, but it's just how it's happened. What do we get? Melee attack and punch attack damage is increased by 10% for each manifestation in cooldown. Ooh, we got a big... big leap in damage output. That means we can't really use manifestations. How does it look? That looks so... I've got to use it just for its appearance. Holy. What else do we get? We got something else. Don't know what it was. Defeating an enemy with punch attack reduces the next damage taken by 90%. The quill Governor Haskell used to sign Deborah's death warrant. Oh. The law cuts deep in this mission. Look at absolute badass. Holy. Oh, am I not allowed up here? Yeah, it's true, we've sought to eradicate ghosts, yet we're inspiring with one just because we... well, it's because we're in love with her. Well, we have said that we're going to
awful.
ascend her.
This trial. It was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced. all I feel is beaten.
I think that's how those trials are supposed to make you feel.
I feel judged. Like I'll never be understood again. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name. The mythical infamy. I've only read about them. They're so rare, most think them a myth.
Yeah, he should have stood
Haskell's
up
cowardice
for
is
himself.
To save his own arse, he condemned a woman he knew to be innocent.
And so a terrible ghost was born, and sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
Yeah, he really does. He should have just gone out and said, listen, these two knobheads are going to come knocking on your doors saying me and my son are witches. We're not. We're just trying to dispense justice in the normal way. They're not happy with it. Ignore them. Instead, an innocent woman died.
Did you feel that?
It's close.
What is this? What's the point of that? I can't go over how cool this armor looks. This is proper Banisher gear. Look at this. Woo.
That down there, I was tense. I was impatient.
Me too. That infamy really got to us.
Years of anger coursed through me. Yet now I can't even remember why.
Me neither. This is what an infamy does. It's over now. We're here.
I said something to hurt you. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. And I hope that you forgive me too.
Of course. Bloody hell. No one... we're not to blame. This cunt up here.
How refreshing it is to the soul to be at once thus delivered. One thing above all else, my friends, is true. The wicked are at odds with themselves.
Oh good. His latest sermon. We haven't missed it.
You better not be trying anybody else.
The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
How did he escape? I
The
thought he was
wicked
trapped.
pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in his name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story.
No, let's
You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people hear.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banisher speak.
take a
Tell
seat,
them,
friend.
Red. Tell them good.
Aye. It is a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and
No, she
paid the
didn't.
appropriate price.
No, she didn't.
That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? Now, I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
You're a snivelling little shit.
It tells the story of a man, a latter-day King Solomon. When plague struck his subjects, they turned to him for guidance and protection, for they were God-fearing folk, and he was a godly king. The king turned his flock to God, but 'twas not enough. The plague spread on. The king, worried about his position, needed a sacrificial lamb.
You lose the run of your tongue, Mr. McCraith, and of the head to which it's fixed. There was no lamb. There was a trial, fair and lawful.
The trial was not fair. You had no proof, and you knew it.
Credible witnesses gave believable testimony, sir.
Witnesses like Gibbs, who pressured you into a guilty verdict to avoid being suspected of witchcraft yourself.
There was pressure, I'll not deny it. But I did what I did to protect the colony. It was a difficult
Do it
time.
to protect yourself.
The picture of yourself that you hold in your mind is that of a great occultist.
To repel the devil, the wise and fearless man must learn the Black Spy's tricks.
Do you then consider yourself a true demonologist?
In order that a war be just, 3 things are necessary. Firstly, the authority of the sovereign. Secondly, a just cause. Thirdly, a rightful intention.
Aye, the Summa Theologiae of St. Thomas Aquinas, a classic quote from which you have conveniently omitted an important detail. To wit, a just cause is required, namely that those who are attacked should be attacked because they deserve it on account of some fault.
And Deborah wasn't at fault. She didn't do anything wrong.
Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the veil, past the hem, beyond the invisible? Have you ever heard of the Araloo?
What gibberish is this?
No? Your good friend Etienne Roulet did not, it seems, deign you worthy of his secrets. Never mind. You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
That's
I
what I'm here to
live
do.
and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
What do you really want, Governor?
I wish only to serve. I am the trusted servant of the good people of New Eden. Without me, they're lost.
Without them, you would be lost.
Exactly.
Yes. Maybe I do need them. Very human of me. But these people undoubtedly need me, Mr. McCraith. And there is no one else.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, am tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract, I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more. No thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was then.
Oh, fuck
The
me.
weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it? Belladonna, Hemlock, Foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She didn't do anything.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
Because she didn't do anything wrong. Nah, fuck this dude. See you later, scumbag.
You had the power to stop the madness, but instead you chose to let it run
And you'll
all
do it
the
again.
way to its barbaric conclusion. You brought the curse down on New Eden. Then you called we Banishers in to fix your mistake.
Exactly.
You boast of your knowledge of demons and spirits, but in truth, you master nothing. You're a peacock. All show and no meat.
Well, he's got a fair bit of meat about him, but yeah, I get you.
I'm not here today to bring justice. But this man, your governor, brought death to your doors. He deserves blaming. And shame on me if I don't do it.
Yeah, break that. You're going down, boy.
Have I ever not served the interests of our community? Have I not protected you? Have I not loved you?
Send him into the abyss. Do it.
Oh, oh, God.
Yes.
To the living.
Death to the dead.
Death to the dead.
Oh. Oh, shit.
This is unfair.
You'll see he's fat. Yeah, he was a hefty boy.
Is the evil gone for good?
Far from it.
One step closer.
Who will protect us?
I will. While Mr. McCraith fights the curse of New Eden, I will protect the people of the Harrows Or at least, try.
Don't make
Now
your
let's all
father's
return
mistakes.
to our homes and pray for forgiveness and the strength to bear the consequences of our actions. Your fee. One of the many debts my father left me.
You'd best put your own debts first, young Master Haskell.
Don't I know it?
Wonder if I made the right call. Don't go bringing him back. Otherwise I'm coming back for you. We'll eradicate the Haskell
I
name.
hate this place. Rest up, then please, let's get out of here.
Phew, what a mission. Holy shit. You got anything to say before I Let me do some weird shit while I'm gone. I don't want to come back and see dead bodies walking around. I didn't even consider that he'd be put in charge. This could come back to haunt me in a way I don't want. But that'd be how it goes. Can I open this chest yet? No. Is a Bible. We the people of New Losers summon the great penis. Ooh. So where do I get this key? Oh, Rester's shelter. Okay.
The Lord knows the way of the right, and the way of the ungodly shall perish.
You're angry. Can tell.
Of course you can.
You angry with me?
Aren't you angry?
I'm more disgusted. This region is doomed. I know
No, everybody's boxed in the head.
There's no shortage
Oh,
of
doing
suffering
shit.
around here.
Haskell saw to that when he ordered Deborah's execution. I know that we're together, and it makes us strong, but I'm still wary.
I suffer, and somebody in New Eden is to blame.
Aye. Or everybody.
The closer we get to my body, to the truth about what happened here, the stronger I feel. My senses rise. It's as if I can taste the silence, smell the scent of wood smoke, feel the warmth of your body, feel Deborah's wrath. I feel it as if it were a part of me. I understand her anger. I feel her rage and can't help but relate to it. But that anger of mine, that fear, I thought when I left home, I'd left them behind.
Past is the past. You still get to choose your future. Times like this, old wounds can ache. Seems normal.
It's more than that. My past casts a growing shadow upon my heart. So much so that the sister I thought was gone for good seems to be winding her way back to me.
Your sister. Ayomide, wasn't it?
No. As a child, before I left Cuba, I had a friend. I chose to call her my sister. That night, the night I died, I dreamed of her. I dreamed of Calendre.
Did you go looking for her? Was she near him? It's not beyond the realm of possibility.
It's so far beyond the realm of possibility you wouldn't believe it. No, she wasn't there. But I heard her voice. I'd swear on it. How could that be?
Oh, I don't know.
The nightmare, perhaps?
I don't think so. The nightmare felt close. This felt like it came from further away. As if from a different realm of being altogether.
What did you hear her say?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think she said we were family. Never to be divided.
She's after my job. She can't have it. I'm your family now. Nothing's tearing us apart.
Death has already torn us apart.
I hate this is where we are. I hate that I'll have to say goodbye. But for now, I'll do everything in my power to catch you.
This is how we win. Thank you for being the kindest soul I've ever met.
Thank you for being the bravest.
Oh, new skill tree. Christ, look at this. Right, off we go. Damage dealt by red is increased by 20%. Damage taken is also increased by 10. Yeah, that's not actually that bad. Weak spot hits with the rifle restore spirit points. Ooh. Oh, hitting an enemy with the rifle stock increases the damage in the next shot. When red is hit, increase the damage in the next heavy attack by 100. Not too bad. It'll be a bit of a glass cannon, but we'll go for this. Using ensnare. Ensnare? Oh, we can destroy creeping ivy. Catch your foes in an ethereal web, dealing a small amount of damage. Hit an enemy affected by ensnare reduces weaving duration. What the? Using ensnare while the banish gauge is full increases the damage by 1,400%. What the shit? Yeah, it's like I'll die faster or it's just get good. So if I don't get hit, we'll benefit. I'm already taking less damage because I've changed my armor. But yeah, it'll just get to the point where it's a skill issue. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, you make a good point. You know, people do no hit runs of Souls-like all the time. I wish I could parry in this game. I can't do it. It's really annoying. I feel like I'm missing out on so much with not being able to parry. Well, that's a skill issue, the fact that I can't do that. Yeah, let's upgrade this. Definitely. Oh yeah, you make a good point. Never too late to try. I've done some good combat encounters on this game where I haven't been hit. And then... What the fuck does this bird want? Get out of here.
Ceridian?
What do you mean, Ceridian?
Ceridian, what's wrong? I don't think she can hear us. We need to go back to the swamps.
You understand that? But it's a bird.
It's Ceridian, by way of the invisible, speaking through the crow.
Pity it doesn't work both ways. Imagine having a conversation with someone far away.
Ah. Well, let me out then. Oh, you want me to fast travel? But I can open the chest. Okay. Fine. You win. Oh. You done it for me? Oh, that was a
Can
bit.
you feel it? I have goosebumps.
The
A bit
veil
iffy.
is tearing at. If I bruise the bud so the spectres
Okay.
inside show themselves, you could shoot them.
I've
Once
got to do
freed,
this
the ivy
tutorial
should
stuff.
quickly wither.
Oh, what do we do? LT?
It's for the gardening tip.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, here we go. One day soon to come, I'll order you to find a man unconscious by the shore. I already asked, I may again. These will be strange times, my dearest, so you must be ready. Times of sadness and mourning through the courses of weird suns and moons in the sky. When these times come, be ready. The imbalance will be so strong, even the dead may come back from a future you've already faced. Is this a multiverse ship? The reload's well cool. Oh, they use prime it for the next shot. Love it.
We can get to that ivy from the other side. The woods have weakened.
Ceridian's power wanes.
She's dying, isn't she? Going to.
The steamwork.
That's unlocked. That shortcut. Hmm. Okay, void bad. Yeah, we know that.
Nobody's home. I can feel it.
Let's go have a Snoopy Snoop.
Oh there! Where could they be?
Guess we follow the crows.
The steamwork.
Well, give me plus 10 to melee damage. Spirit points. Wonder if that's dependent on who I activate it with. Ooh, I don't know where I'm going. Oh no, that's already in. She's a witch. Be following me. Aunt Iridian. Where the bloody hell is she? I have to go back in the house? That's where I came, isn't it? Oh, I never went over here. Everyone said follow the crows. Immediately
Crows.
ignored.
They flock to that great tree up there.
The big tree?
The Banishers are here.
Already? How unfortunate.
You called us.
Did I? I thought I had more time. In the end, it runs out for all of us. As I depart this old carcass, I leave no burning heart behind.
Oh, what is that?
Go or stay. To prevail, you must first set your heart at peace. When at last you face the nightmare, you must both be clear on what you want. You must.
What do you mean?
It is not for me to give you answers, only to prepare you for what awaits. Then we can all go to sleep. Seeker doesn't hate you, Rory. She's just not used to being trusted. Protect her. For me.
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
You're too late, old mosshead, as ever.
What's that? Looks like I've got to do this one on my own.
Time for peace. I forgive you, old man.
Bring it on, motherfucker! Ooh, you little shit.
Soldiers, bring me her head.
Ooh, feeling that damage increase. Holy.
Soldiers in charge!
Here they come.
You shall atone! Wait!
Leave her alone!
There's a parry. See you later. Yeah, the boss fights are kind of basic, but you feel like a badass in them. Because it's not like a proper Souls-like. They just sort of tap into those elements.
Old Mosshead is no more. He'll never drink from your skull now, will he? Another ancient promise broken. But what about me? How do I live now? You were all I ever had, and all I'll ever have. Can I set the world on fire now? I just want to see it burn. A pity. Farewell, then.
Whatever you do, don't breathe in. Bloody hell.
She took me in when no one else wanted me. She taught me to stand up straight.
Leave her be. For now.
I want to see Rage in another glitched dragon boss fight. There are, I think there's like 3 other difficulties to the game. So I think if you did play it, I know 2 more. So I think if you did stick it on very hard, you would have a bit more of a rough time. What did we get? Damage dealt by red and Antea is increased by 50% when all manifestations are on cooldown. Manifestation cooldowns are decreased by 30%, but damage decreased by 25%. Again, I don't feel the need to change anything. Rest at the island shelter.
I am tired of all the dead.
Want to talk about it?
I will do.
Voice acting so good you can hear, and his mannerism that he's just exhausted. Sick of all this shit. Let's go talk about it.
What will become of Seeker now?
She'll try to make sense of her pain. Or perhaps she'll sit with it a while.
If she has regrets, she must tame them.
Grief knows no rulebook.
I remember Aoife's wake. Friends and neighbours came from miles around. We stood and watched over for a day and a night. There was food and drink, song and dance. We honoured and rejoiced in the life she'd led, short as it was. I did not have a wake when my father died. Nor my mother, nor Blair or Anik. But we were running from our enemies and barely had time to bury them. It was as if their deaths hadn't happened. What if I cannot hold a wake for you?
You saw Seeker. Wake or not, loss needs to be felt and lived and done. As long as my body is free of the nightmare, that is all that matters. I'll be all right.
Aye. You'll be all right. What about me? What about me when you are truly gone? Who am I without you? I never wanted to know. When I woke in that cave, I felt like I'd lost everything. I feel like I lost everything.
I'm still here.
For now. And I'm so afraid when you won't be anymore.
I'm afraid too. Afraid to leave you behind. Afraid to journey on.
I had such plans. We'd live such wonders together. I wanted more time.
So did I. But we are together now. One last great adventure.
Aye. That's something. I miss the warmth of your skin. So much.
And I, yours.
But are we sure about what we're doing? Are you sure this is what you want?
We made an agreement. Are you having second thoughts?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ceridian's death has changed things for you.
Aye. Also, Seeker's grief. I could have you back. I long for it. It pains me.
Should we reconsider? It may not be too late to change our minds. But you must promise me, Red, whatever we decide, we stick to it. We cannot change our minds again.
I swear it, my love. This is it.
No, I'm not changing my mind. Past is the past, and death to the dead. Gotta move on.
We may be tempted. We must not succumb.
We'll take human lives when necessary, but not out with malice.
Banishers will remain.
Banishers. To the end.
Aye, my lord. To the end.
Is it worse to lose your faith in your fathers than it is to lose faith in yourself?
Oh no, what's the aftermath?
Those in the Harrows who lived would be wise to look inwards, to reflect, and then to pay penance. But none carry a greater burden than young Lamentation Haskell. How will he guide the faltering faithful when he has so little faith in himself?
Yeah. I didn't think of that when I chose to... Nice. Chose to kill the governor. That was the reason why I kept Thickskin alive, because Kate wasn't ready to lead the people. But yeah, I've sort of contradicted myself there. Shit. Oh, kick it off. Oh, look at these haunting cases. Holy. Four, 5, 6, 7. Woohoo! Beautiful. Beautiful. That'll be the aftermath of the Jacob. No, this dude. Caleb. He will learn or he will be banished. Yeah. I'm more concerned about him tapping into dark magic. He's, I don't know. Seems like a bit of a loose cannon. How was that suddenly appeared? I thought we just got rid of it. Don't tell me I've got to constantly get rid of this ivy stuff and it just keeps growing back. What the? Where are we? Oh, because Ceridian's dead. So the land is dying. Ah, shit. Was it always dead? I don't know. I don't think it was always like this. Maybe it was. Well, I think I'm going to take a little breather, get myself ready for when I have to go out later on, get some odd jobs done, but then kick off another stream and then just play until I gotta go. And that'll save the VOD being like 4 or 5 hours long, split it into 2 parts, and that's the best way to do it. I don't know how I'm getting back out there. Bullshit. So, yeah. I'm gonna save it there. Take a breather. Then, reach the maximum save slots. What? Eat 1 for each chapter. I think that's the best way to do it. Cycle your saves, yeah. Well, I think that's the best way to do it. If I ever want to go back to a point, I can. Right, so I will bid you farewell. And I'll be back shortly. Bye.